Here we go. Let me lift you up. We'll go right to the top. Let the sun come up. Together we can fly. All our hearts collide. Stay here by my side. I say we jump, we fly, we reach out to the sky. And it goes on and on and on and on and on. And we go on and on and on and on. And it goes on and on and on and on and on. And we go on and on and on and on. We're gonna fly high, be alive. Yeah. We're gonna fly high, be alive. We're gonna fly high, be alive.
Welcome to Be Alive! Our show is about how to improve your life, bring hope and knowledge, and trust the fact that you have the power na kaya po nating baguhin ang sitwasyon natin sa buhay.
For the past 9 episodes, ang pinag-uusapan po natin is about prevention, health, and recovery. Kung paano natin nabibigyan lunas ang mga karamdaman natin.
Today po, talagang kakaiba ang show natin, Tita Maggie. Ana, we want to talk to them about our children. So, Ana, naalala mo pa ba yung kanta ni Whitney Houston?
Alin doon?
Greatest Love of All?
Oo.
Pero kakanta naman.
Kakantay ko, pero palakpak muna kayo.
Quiet. Nax, ganun eh, no? I believe the children are our future. Teach them well and let them lead the way. Show them all the beauty they possess inside.
Tama na. Bakit mo pinakantayan kay Ana?
Kasi Tita Maggie, di ba, ang kabataan natin, sila ang pag-asa sa kinabukasan natin, no, ng bayan, lalo ng buong mundo, di ba? They are the ones who will really take over pag wala na tayo, di ba?
Yes, correct.
Pero
Tama yun.
huwag nating madaliing mawala. Pero paghandaan na natin, di ba? Laging handa. Kaya today, we ask you to join us as we show you the story of Ziki Rabago. He is 19 years old, Tita Maggie. And he has a very important message to share about life, about family, and the strength to take control of your life. So, lalo na sa mga kabataan natin, sana po ma-inspire kayo ng ating guests para po makita nyo kung paano po mababago ang buhay nyo. Okay, everybody, watch this.
My name is Ezekiel A. Rabago. I'm 19 years old. Nung high school po, nagmamarijuana po ako. And then I thought marijuana is just having fun. But I was wrong. Because after the 2 years, I had a side effect of it. I have a severe depression, severe memory loss, a very slow brain process, and napakahirap po ko pong i-picture out yung things na nangyari. Minsan hindi ko na po naaalala. When I try to remember things, nagkaka-headache po ako, sumasakit po yung ulo ko sa likod. And there was a time na when someone is talking to me, ang bagal ko pong mag-respond. So I was taking marijuana by foil, by cigarette paper, and by pipe. I think the foil really damaged my nerves in my brain. Because sabi po nila yung foil po nakaka-Alzheimer's po eh. There was a time, natulog ako, nagmarijuana ako isang joint. Nagka-nightmare po ako. Sa panaginip ko, nananaginip pa ako ng panaginip ko. So talagang that time, parang 50-50 yung nangyari sa akin. Tapos pagising ko, nasa panaginip pa ako. Tapos pagising ko, nasa panaginip pa rin. So, parang yung body ko nahihirapan ng gumising ulit kasi parang exhausted na yung body ko. Pero by God's grace, nakagising talaga ako. Pero nung pagising ko, talagang doon ako parang nagiging praning na ako agad. Na sabi ko sa sarili ko na hindi na ako magte-take ulit ng marijuana before sleeping. So yung ni-research ko po yung bad effect ng marijuana and it outweighs the good effect of marijuana. At hindi po totoo yung sinasabi nilang good effect ng marijuana kasi mas matindi pa po yung bad effect ng marijuana eh. And napaka-severe po and a lot of people are so blind about the bad effect of marijuana kasi tinitignan nila yung ibang side pero hindi nila nakikita at the end of the day talagang they will really reap talaga yung consequence because marami po akong kaibigan na parang iba yung nasa rehab, iba wala na, mental block, hindi na kilala kung sino sarili. Parang buang na bala. Sabi nga po nila, it's all in the mind eh. When I've experienced the effect of marijuana sa life ko po, hindi na po ako naniniwala na it's all in the mind lang po yung effects ng mga ganyang klaseng mga drugs. Kasi doon ko po nakita na meron po talagang nangyayari sa brain natin na chemical imbalance at there's something na sinisira na marijuana sa nerves natin, sa nerves ng brain. So, there was a point in my life na I was telling my parents about yung nararamdaman ko about the depression and they think I'm joking, they think na it's all in the mind. There came a point na I wanted to commit suicide po because grabe na po yung depression eh. Super severe na po and there are times na hindi ko na naiintindihan bakit parang ako lang nakakaramdam ng ganito. Maraming confusion in my mind, maraming questions. And I believe na especially the young people po na suffering na tulad po ng sinuffer ko po and I want to tell you na hindi po talaga mabuti yung mga ganong bagay-bagay at hindi po nakakatawa yun at nakakasira po yun ng pamilya at nasira din po yung future nyo. Stop taking marijuana after 2 years. There was a campus invasion of the church in our school. Praise God. God really break the bandage in my life of addiction. So my mother introduced Laminine to me. Nung ininom ko po yung 1 capsule, biglang yung depression ko po, from level 10 na depression, biglang nag-normalize. Biglang nawala yung depression ko. Biglang yung meme ko, parang nag-sharp biglang, pak. It's like I was brought back to life. Parang I felt human again.
When we get back, we will talk with Diana Crespo, the Managing Director of Silvercrest Foundation Center for Drug Dependence.
Welcome back. Today we have Diana Crespo. She's the Managing Director of Silvercrest Foundation Rehab Center. And she was certified by Harvard Medical School for understanding and treating addictions last March 1999. She's also given a certificate of participation in the 5th Asian Federation of Therapeutic Community Conference, which is hosted by Thailand. And meron din siyang certification, Susan, ng NGO Anti-Narcotics Coordinating Center, Office of the Narcotics Control Board, DATOP International Incorporated. Ladies and gentlemen, Diana Crespo. Also with us today is Dr. Lito Fruto and Dr. Arlie Lo Imperio. Meets Diana. Is it true that marijuana is really harmful as seen in our testimonial from Ziggy Rabago? And kasi katwiran ng iba, herbal lang naman daw yung marijuana eh. So, totoo ba yun?
Susan, marijuana is really harmful and it's very addicting. When I watched the testimony of Zeki Rabago, I was even talking to him a while ago and I was glad that he was telling me that because of Laminine, he was able to help himself.
Diana, in your observation of drug dependence, is it natural that they are normally depressed?
Yes, it's a feeling and it's a condition. So once they take marijuana and then nagkaroon silang withdrawal and they stop, doon nagyayari yung feeling of depression.
Kasi yung marijuana sa una, di ba, parang masarap yung pakiramdam. Yan sabi nga nila, Susan, di ba, na herbal lang naman ito. Prescribe pa nga ng doctor sa US yun eh.
Yeah, because marijuana in the earlier times, it was a herbal treatment for diseases like eczema, chronic pain, and multiple sclerosis. Now, it became a recreational drug.
Wow.
So they look for the high feeling and thrill.
And I understand that marijuana is even worse than shabu. You said this right?
No, it is a gateway drug. Meaning you start from marijuana and then until you escalate and escalate until you go to a higher level of narcotic drug and addiction.
Ziki was really, really suicidal. He was at the point of killing himself, no? So this is a normal feeling from people who take marijuana.
Yes. Because their brain thoughts get disoriented. Yun yung sinasabi Tita Maggie, mas delikado pa yung marijuana kesa sa shabu. Because mas mental state ang tinatamaan dito eh. They get paranoia. When I talk nga to Zeki, it's a good thing, praise God, na hindi ka naging psychotic.
Wow. Alam mo, nung high school ako, Ana, pinakita yung documentary, nagmamariwana yung babae. Tapos, tumalon siya sa building na akala niya ibon siya.
Merong component ng marijuana, which is called THC, meaning tetrahydrocannabinol. And this causes a person to be dependent.
Nakaka-addict.
Addicting.
Oo.
That's where the addiction comes in. And nagkakaroon din ng cross-addiction wherein they go now to shabu, cocaine, dumadami na yung intake ng pasyente.
So, Dr. Arlie, how is Lamine able to address addiction?
One of the mechanism of the ingredients of Lamine is that it will elevate serotonin level and reduce cortisol level, which is the stress hormone. Now, serotonin will make you feel good. Now, when the serotonin is generated, it will go to the cells and attach itself to the receptor sites. So that's where now the fibroblast growth factor comes in, because it's receptor cell-to-cell connection. Now, when the serotonin comes in and attaches itself to the cell receptors, then you are now happy. So even though other stimulants come in, like even marijuana, it may not affect you at all because the receptor sites had been already filled up. So that's one mechanism how serotonin can help reduce the withdrawal syndrome coming from addicting drugs by attaching itself to the receptors. Unahan lang.
Dr. Fruto, di ba sinasabi ni Susan kanina, in other countries, they allow this as a medical prescription?
For pain.
In fact, in Europe, in Switzerland, it's legal that you
Yes.
take 3 sticks or 3 joints of marijuana on a daily basis. Okay lang yun, hindi ka hulihin. Kasi nga po, it has some properties that can really calm the nerves. That's what Dr. Ali said, and Diana, yung withdrawal syndrome ang nagiging problema. But the beauty in Lamine, as to add up with what Dr. Ali said, the amino acid cysteine will immediately start working and detoxify the liver. And then the 5-hydroxytryptophan, which is the subproduct of the tryptophan amino acid, will immediately block the THC. Kaya nga yung effect niya is very profound, lalo na dun sa mga nagwi-withdrawal syndrome or nagda-drugs. Not only marijuana, but also the other forms of narcotics.
Kakaiba din yung show natin talaga ngayon kasi all this time, for the past 9 weeks, we have been addressing illnesses, no? But addiction is a social illness.
Oh yes, and we all know, di ba, na ang addiction is actually the root of all most crimes, no? Kaya nga, kung matutulungan natin yung mga are into addiction, siguro bababa ang crime rate natin. Kung ang marijuana natulungan ng Lamine, what about yung mga addicted sa shabu, sa cocaine?
The same mechanism, because if the person already feels good, bakit pa siya maghahanap ng iba kung happy ka na?
Wow.
Parang ganun.
Galing, ano?
Exactly po. Once the cortisol level is regulated, all other hormones will regulate itself. So the need or the want for a person to take this type of alternative narcotics, mawawala na sa kanila.
Miss Crespo, baka pwede natin i-advocate ang ating Lamine sa kanyang rehab, ano? No?
Baka ho, pwede namin kayong tulungan.
I want to say nga, Susan and Anna, that once they get into the rehab,
Yes.
okay, and the substance is not in their body anymore, the problem now here is the brain function. That's why it is very important to have some food supplement like Lamine after their rehab recovery, because once the substance is out of the system, we treat naman yung kanilang feelings.
Tama.
Like depression.
Tama.
Parang kapatid na niya yan eh. Pagkatapos nilang they go into the rehab, wala nang substance, after that, ang nangyayari naman, eto na yung feelings nila.
Yung reality.
So, Lamine gives a good source of serotonin. It helps the
Depression.
Kaya I feel that it will help.
Sige po, tulungan natin yung mga nagre-rehab, no? Kasi happy pill nga ang tawag, di ba, Doctor?
Yeah, remember, serotonin is a mood elevator substance. But it is done naturally and it is regulated by the pituitary gland. Balance is the main idea. That's the power of the body, homeostasis. So it's being enhanced. That's why it's a very powerful
Dr.
adjunct.
Futo?
Ako po, addict ako eh. I'm addicted to Laminine eh. Like 15 capsules a day.
Your body will look for it, pero hindi to the point na pag hindi ka uminom ngayon, may withdrawal ka.
Hindi, ang difference yata, Susan, is yung marijuana, nakakasira ng ulo. Ang Laminine naman, nakakaganda ng buhay.
Lastly, the brain function kasi, like when you're a drug dependent, the serotonin helps the person to speed up their brain
Recovery.
activity and their brain cells interaction.
Totoo po ba na yung drugs nakakabobo?
Yes, it does.
So, ang Laminine nakakapagpatalino.
I believe so.
So, that means ang ganda na naman. Panalo!
Kaya tignan mo, tatalino namin lahat.
Ang sasaya nyo naman.
Well, anyway, thank you very much, Miss Crespo. Our doctors will be back later. And mayroon po tayong case tungkol naman sa brain stroke. Be Alive will be right back. Stay happy.
We're gonna fly high, be alive.
Ayun pong cerebral infarct, nagkaroon po ako ng total permanent disability. Na-separate po ako from the police service. Siguro nakuha ko din to dahil sa sobrang pagpupuyat, sa sobrang trabaho. Medyo masakit sa akin yan, kaya lang wala akong magagawa. I thank the Lord na buhay pa rin ako up to now. Yung kamatayan, sa pagiging pulis, wala na siguro akong takot. Kasi pulis ako siguro. Anytime, I can accept that. Pero, siguro yung mga anak ko, mas malaki yung takot nila na mawala ng magulang. I thank God that I found Laminine. Because when I take Laminine, naging maganda yung pakiramdam ko. So, nung sinabi sa akin nung kumpare ko na, Mari, you take Laminine, maganda yan. Nung itinay ko, maganda, nakakatulog ako. Yung aking nararamdam ko na konting kibot, parang masama yung pakiramdam ko, nahihilok, hindi ko maintindihan, nasusuka ako. Kasi ang pinakamahirap na kalaban dyan ay yung high blood. So nagkakaroon siya ng pagbaba, pagtaas, nagpa-fluctuate siya. So yun ang pinaka-traitor na bagay na kalaban talaga ng high blood yan. So at the same time, yung heartbeat mo lumalakas. So being a patient, stroke patients, lahat ng sakit na yan, andiyan yan. So when I take Laminine, iba na siya. Kung nakikita mo sa akin, before nahihirapan ako maglakad eh. So ngayon wala na siya. Malakas na ang ano ko talaga. Nakakapagpanipanaog na ako, pwede na akong mag-aero, sumayaw-sayaw, pwede na yon kasi iba ang nabibigay na strength ng Laminine.
Welcome back po. Napanood din natin ang kwento ni Sargento Monton. Nagkaroon po siya ng stroke kaya siya nagpahinga sa serbisyo. Ano ho ba ang cause ng stroke? At saka meron ba tayong dapat ingatan o kaya bantayan na mga sintomas?
Ang stroke is pag yung may area sa brain mo na nade-deprive ng oxygen. Kung anong area man yun at kung ano yung pina-function niya, yun yung magiging sintomas mo. Ang stroke po, dalawa yan. Sa amin po, tinatawag namin ischemic at saka hemorrhagic. Para madali nyo maintindihan, bleed or block. Bleed, katulad po sa aneurysm, merong ugat na pumutok, kaya naririnig nyo po yung anak ko, naputukan siya ng ugat sa utak, gano'n. Or pwede pong dahil po sa lifestyle natin, yung cholesterol, smoking, nabablock naman yung area na dinadaanan ng dugo natin. So, kung ano naman yung hindi nadaanan, katulad ng explanation ko, nagkakaroon ng simptomas. Ano po ba yung mga simptomas? Pwede pong headache, merong area na nagwi-weak sa katawan nyo, or merong numbness, or pwedeng simpleng hilo, pwede pong maging mga simptomas yan. Kaya, pag meron kayong nararamdaman, pumunta po kayo sa doktor.
Bakit kaya pagka-stroke ang pinag-uusapan mga audience natin lahat nakatabing yung muka.
Mahalaga, pag may simptomas tayo at ang suspect natin is stroke, 60 minutes from that point is very important. The person should be brought to a, let's say, best hospital. But how will we know kung talagang stroke siya? 3 test. Una, let the person smile. Pagka na-stroke yan, tabingi ang ngiti niya. Number 2, let the person raise both arms. Kung paralyzed yung isang katawan, isang kamay lang ang maitataas niya. Pangatlo, let the person talk. Kasi kung tabingin na yung mukha niya, nag-i-slur na yung speech niya. Kasi hindi gumagalaw yung kalahati. So, if you only see one of the 3, it's already highly suspicious the person is having a stroke. Wow. Immediately bring the person to the nearest hospital because time is the essence. The chance of recovery is great if proper intervention is done within 60 minutes. Kaya dapat alam natin lahat to. Paano natin malalaman kung stroke? Kunyari, masakit ang ulo, o kaya nahihilo, high blood, mukhang high blood ngayon. Pero pag napansin ninyo na hindi makangiti ng tama, hindi makasalita na maayos, hindi maitaas ang kamay, huwag na magdalawang isip, dalhin na po sa hospital yung pasyente natin.
Doctor, yung case ni Virginia Monton, ano pong klaseng stroke po yun?
Yun yung tinatawag natin na cerebral infarction. Sa parang close brain aneurysm. Kaya po nagkaganon is that kagaya nga na sabi ni Dr. Araya, kulang yung oxygen na dumadaloy. It's probably because the carotid artery is blocked by some lipids from the blood or cholesterol crystals. Kaya nag-block ngayon yung carotid artery, hindi ngayon makasupply ng enough blood and oxygen sa brain.
Alam mo, Susan, di ba kinakwento sa akin ni Sargento na nakita na daw yung katawan niya, out-of-body experience na siya noon, no? Normally, ba pag ganyang klaseng stroke, siyempre, bedridden na yan, parang wala nang functions. Si Sargento, sumasayaw pa ho. Bakit biglang she has complete control of her motor functions?
The first thing is the amino acid glycine and glutamate. It's the first thing that will react once a person takes laminine. Kasi on cases of traumatic brain injury, the neurons will not be functioning unless it's triggered. So once it's triggered, it will trigger the neurites to send and receive signals, yung axons and dendrites. Kaya ngayon, dun po nagkakaroon ng mabilis na recovery. Yung mga adrenal glands will be activated immediately by the intake of the product.
Dr. Arlie, how does laminine help aneurysm? Pag may pumutok na dyan sa brain.
So ganito, ang magandang balita sa katawan natin may nakatago ng mga stem cells. Pangalawa, sa katawan natin meron ng fibroblast growth factor. This is usually being activated itself by the body when the body is in a state of emergency, like having a stroke, for example. That will be activated. Now, when the person gets older, mukhang humihina na yung activation na yon. That's where now food supplements like laminine may probably come in because the ingredients coming from the 9-day-old fertilized egg contains fibroblast growth factor. That will stimulate the fibroblast growth factor within the body, and at the same time, that fibroblast growth factor will immediately direct the stem cells to go to the sites of injury that caused the emergency. So, nagkaroon ng infarct, nagkaroon ng lack of blood supply, lack of oxygen, mayroong aneurysm, pumutok yung ugat, immediately the body will be in a state of emergency. Stem cells na ang gagalaw dyan, tsaka gagalaw din yung fibroblast growth factor.
Additional din po dun sa explanation nila, I have read studies regarding fibroblast growth factor has a role in giving signals to neuronal stem cell. So yung neuronal stem cell, dyan nagmumula yung neurons natin, yung mga cells dyan sa brain natin. So pag meron kasing infarct, that's the dead part na nung brain mo, kasi dyan na nga nagkaroon ng loss of oxygen supply. So kung ibabase natin dun sa fibroblast growth factor can trigger or give signal to the neuronal stem cell. So may posibilidad na makaregenerate siya uli ng neurons.
When a person is in a state of coma, nakakatulong yung laminine.
Going back to the amino acid. Yung amino acid po na responsible dyan is the lysine and the tryptophan. It will trigger the two neurons to connect, the axons and the dendrites. Kaya nabubuhay po ulit, nagigising, because the signal senders will be able to send the signal, and then the dendrites will be able to receive the signals that has been sent by the axon. Kaya maganda po talaga ito sa mga na-coma.
Ang dami na talaga nating mga stroke patients after so many years, nakabangon na, naglalakad na. Now, you have been explaining about this amino acid. Is it possible na I go to a generic or vitamin shop and buy lysine, tryptophan, and this and that, and put them together and drink mega dose instead of Laminine?
Pwede po, but it will not give the same effect that Laminine can give. Simply because Laminine is synergistically blended together. It's an adaptogen, eksakto yung sukat po according sa pangangailangan ng katawan natin.
Ayun.
At saka wala po sila nung meron tayo na hindi sila magkakameron kahit kailan. Ano yon? The OPT9 and the fibroblast growth factor.
Wow.
Usually, the amino acids, 3 ang major functions. To build the body. Second, to maintain the body. Third, to repair the body.
Wow.
Yan ang role ng amino acids o kaya mga protein molecules. Now, who will decide which direction it would go? That is where the fibroblast growth factor comes in. The one that will direct the elements of the body where they should be.
Pagbalik po namin, our doctors will answer some questions from our audience. Be Alive will be right back.
We're gonna fly high, be alive.
Welcome back to Be Alive. Kasama po natin si Ziki Rabago.
Doc, I've been taking marijuana po for so long. Is there a chance for my brain po ba na maging normal po ba ulit?
Yes, in fact, the way you carry yourself now, the way you talk, you're already on your way to full recovery.
Wala na po siyang depression.
We're proud of you, Ziggy, and I hope all the other teenagers or people out there using marijuana will follow your footsteps. Just take Laminine. Ubus na naman po ang oras natin. At sana po abangan niyo po kami sa susunod naming kabanata at sa susunod na linggo.
Maraming salamat po sa mga doktor natin.
Fly high!
Be Alive would like to thank the following: